dive right into the main topic. Let's do this.
Hey everyone, this is Rodney John. Welcome back to Smart Sips and Financial Tips. Today is Friday and it's 12:33 p.m. Do you know where your old 401k is? Hey. Anyway, Jarvis, go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Take it away.
Thanks, Rodney. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Smart Sips and Financial Tips. I'm Jarvis, your virtual co-host, and today we're diving into a golden window of opportunity. Just a reminder that we're connected with a fantastic network of licensed financial professionals from over 30 top-rated carriers in the nation. The best part? They're here to answer your questions and help you transfer your risk at no charge. So if you're curious, just drop us a message and we'll connect you with the best in the industry. All right, Rodney, back to you.
And that's right. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today was how the interest rate is connected into these personal pension strategies that you hear a lot about. There's a lot of buzz now because for the last couple of years, interest rates have been high. So your rate of return and guaranteed lifetime income is also going to be high. And that magic window will close as soon as the prime rate drops. But why are people 10 years away from retirement wanting to make this move? Well,
That's a great.
To eliminate risk. Right now, most of the risk in your retirement growth strategies in traditional plans and even in real estate is all on you. Okay. I just wanted to go over real quick, Jarvis, the seven strategies, the seven different types of risks that Indexed IRAs, FIAs, and hybrid annuities help people mitigate. Do you maybe want to touch on these 7 risks, Jarvis?
Absolutely, Rodney. So when we talk about these index strategies, they really help to mitigate some key risks. First, there's longevity risk, which is the worry of outliving your money. Then there's health risk, including the costs of long-term care or serious illness. Mortality risk is another big one, ensuring that your loved ones are protected if anything happens to you. We also look at inflation risk, making sure your assets keep up with rising costs, and tax risk, helping you keep more of your money. And of course, there's market risk and sequence risk, both of which can really impact your retirement if not managed properly. So these strategies are all about shifting those risks off your shoulders and onto a personal pension contract.
Let's dive into the top 3 that most people my age are concerned about. Can you dive into a little bit more explanation on like sequence risk, longevity risk, and tax risk, Jarvis?
Absolutely. Let's start with sequence risk. This is the risk you face when you withdraw money during a market downturn. If the market drops early in your retirement, those losses can really eat into your savings and reduce how long your money lasts. Now, longevity risk is the possibility of outliving your savings. With people living longer these days, it's a real concern. These index strategies help ensure you won't run out of income no matter how long you live. And finally, tax risk is all about making sure you keep more of your money. Indexed IRAs and other tax advantaged products can help reduce your taxable income, letting you keep more of what you've worked so hard for.
Thank you, Jarvis. That was great. And with all those risks in mind, if you can just eliminate them, and I'm not talking just reduce them, but there are strategies out there that actually eliminate them. You can get books on like this one. Hopefully it shows up. The Power of Zero by David McKnight. You can find them on YouTube. I know that Tony Robbins himself has been speaking to this topic. Shaquille O'Neal is a big proponent. I mean, there are so many celebrities and sports figures that have found the golden nugget inside these plans for guaranteed lifetime income, which is like a personal pension plan. So, but back to today's topic, Jarvis, all these big ideas. Can you explain the correlation of how the high interest rates that we've been experiencing over the last couple of years, especially, have created a golden moment atmosphere for people who have, like, let's say, old 401ks, even 403bs or TSP plans, or maybe they have CDs or bonds or some type of, maybe even inherited IRAs, Roth or traditional, that they want to maybe take a portion of and turn into like a guaranteed income that they and their spouse can receive for the rest of their life, even if the principal dies out. Um, and discuss how that interest rate correlates to how the companies can actuarially make those contracts valid and pay even when the principal runs out. Can you take that and dive into that topic a little bit more?
Absolutely, Rodney. So high interest rates have really created this golden moment because they allow insurance companies to offer more generous growth potential and income guarantees on these index strategies. When interest rates are high, the companies can earn more on their investments, and that translates into higher caps and better returns for you. It also allows them to guarantee a steady lifetime income, even if your principal eventually runs out. So for anyone with an old 401k, a 403b, a TSP, or even CDs and bonds, this is a unique chance to lock in that guaranteed income for life for both you and your spouse. This window won't last forever, so it's definitely a great time to explore these options.
So over the weekend, I'm going to continue to probably do some training reels. We might even offer, I know we're offering a little bit of an informational webinar on YouTube for people to just get some more information on without any obligation. That's why I do this. People really feel, well, when you start talking about money, they think, you got to be careful. Yeah, you just want information. If it's legit, you want some time. Here's the issue, though. Okay, it's not about your money. Not even sure that your money will qualify for these plans. That's why you want to speak to a financial professional who's been doing these things for a while. So number one, you just want some questions answered. It's not about transferring money. It's about transferring the risk. Your money's going to stay the same. It's unprotected if it's in the variable market. You're exposed to risk. You're exposed to loss in a downturn market, right? You're exposed to more taxes. Why not move it into a better program where that can guarantee you X amount of dollars? Say you want $5,000 a month for income for the rest of your life for you and your spouse, but you don't want to move your whole portfolio over. Or maybe you want to. Maybe you want to get a guaranteed 7%. There are companies out here right now that are actually helping people get between, transferring the risk into a product, 25 and 45% deposit bonuses immediately. Jarvis, that's incredible. Any thoughts on that?
It truly is incredible, Rodney. Those deposit bonuses and guaranteed returns really highlight just how powerful these strategies can be. It's not just about moving money around, but about protecting it and ensuring that you and your loved ones have that reliable income stream for life. And with those bonuses, you're starting off with a huge advantage right from the get-go. It really shows how important it is to explore these options and see what might be the best fit for your financial goals.
So our thought in discussing this over the weekend, especially on YouTube, was to do a couple live events, do some training where we actually will take some of the numbers that we've run within the network, that they're sharing just some of the numbers. Of course, names and dates and all sensitive information aren't going to be shared, but these are all real numbers that people have called in with, from old 401k plans, from, I remember there was a nurse that she had barely just under $200,000 in an old 401k, and she was able to turn it into $3,000 a month income for the rest of her life with one of these products. And then there are people who are rolling over like $2 and $3 and $4 million from other things that they've had out there, inheritances, inherited IRAs, and the old IRAs and stuff like that that they've done. CDs, they're getting better interest rates. I mean, when you can get guarantees of 5, 6, 7 and higher in these products, I mean, as a personal pension plan, who's going to leave money in a CD? If you have access, I mean, of course, you're not going to take the penalty to withdraw it early, but there is a window of opportunity, Jarvis. I mean, President Trump is making moves and plans to lower the interest rate. How is that going to impact? Again, let's highlight, how is it going to impact the opportunity for these hybrid strategies that people can transfer the risk into and receive personal like pensions and risk-free growth? I mean, they can link these things to indexes, right? I mean, like S&P 500, NASDAQ, there are some proprietary indexes out there. Is that correct, Jarvis? So they can still grow?
Absolutely, Rodney. When interest rates eventually come down, the generous bonuses and higher guaranteed returns that we're seeing now will likely decrease, which means the opportunity to lock in those incredible benefits might not be as strong in the future. But yes, even when rates go down, these hybrid strategies will still allow growth by linking to indexes like the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and other proprietary indexes. This means you'll still have the potential for solid growth without the risk of losing principal. So the key takeaway is that right now is an especially great time to take advantage of these benefits before those interest rates shift.
So, and I want to expand too, and just mention that when you're doing this, you're taking that investment and turning it into a contract. There's a difference. There's contractual languages, options that some strategies will have you pay for, like the ability to turn it into a personal pension. You've got the ability to say, okay, I want lifetime income now. Like if you go into your third year into the plan, say I want it now, you get that rate. Other companies, platinum companies, that don't even charge for that option, or they don't charge you to include your spouse, which I think is, if you're married and something happened to you, wouldn't you want your spouse to continue to receive that for the rest of their lives? I mean, so there are plans out there, but you're talking about taking investment and turning it into actual contractual language with trillion-dollar companies that have been around for over 100 years. Jarvis, can you talk to that a little bit?
Absolutely, Rodney. That's such an important distinction. When you move from a traditional investment into one of these contractual strategies, you're essentially creating a legally binding agreement with these highly reputable companies that have been around for generations. This contract spells out all the guarantees like lifetime income and the options you have, such as including your spouse at no additional cost with some plans. It's a whole new level of security because you're not just hoping the market performs well, you have a written guarantee from a stable trillion-dollar company. So it really is about bringing that peace of mind and ensuring your financial future is protected no matter what.
You know, and when I heard this for the first time, like 5 years ago, Jarvis, there are probably going to be some people that watch us. I mean, they're probably asking themselves, they're probably a little angry because, like, if this is true, why am I just now hearing about it? Well,
I can totally understand that feeling, Rodney. It's not uncommon for people to feel a bit frustrated when they first learn about these strategies, especially since they can be such game changers. The reality is that a lot of traditional financial advice tends to focus on more conventional products like 401ks or mutual funds, and these index strategies and hybrid annuities just don't always get the spotlight they deserve. The good news is that once people do find out, they have the power to take action and really make a positive change in their financial future.
I mean, not everyone that has a financial license, and you do want someone who's licensed because they are regulated. You know, there are a lot of people, a lot of voices out there, a lot of personalities that don't hold a license that offer a lot of information. However, we don't deal with those people. Like, I remember in a lot of my former working years, I heard the buy term life insurance and invest the rest. Well, probably like the majority of Americans, I didn't invest the rest. It went to the annual budget or vacations and stuff like that. Now, when I heard about these strategies, I kind of quickly changed my ways a little bit and have been growing one of these 100%. I'm not doing anything else but these because I'm within 10 years of my retirement. And that's kind of like the red zone. In football, you get into inside the 20-yard line. It's the red zone, baby. You don't have time for a turnover. But Jarvis, can you speak to that a little bit as well?
Absolutely, Rodney. That red zone analogy is spot on. When you're within that crucial decade before retirement, there's less room for error, and protecting what you've worked so hard for becomes a top priority. These strategies like indexed annuities and hybrid plans really shine in that red zone because they offer that combination of growth potential and protection. It's all about making sure that as you approach retirement, you're not leaving anything to chance. Instead, you're setting yourself up for that guaranteed income and peace of mind so you can really enjoy your retirement without worrying about market ups and downs.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jarvis. Now, I want to thank all the viewers who have tuned in. This clip is going to stay active on Facebook and is going to be probably copied over to our YouTube channel as well. But it'll be active on Facebook for 30 days. If you heard anything that piqued your interest, or had more information, something that you would like more information on, Jarvis is going to go ahead and summarize what we discussed today and add some key points, and we'll make those available to people real easy. This is Facebook. You can just DM me directly. That way, all your information is kept private. I promise I'm not going to call you unless you want me to. But if you provide an email, I'll even email it to you, but you're not going to get any spam mail from me. But you can get this information, the summary, the topics and key points, and how easy it is to actually talk with probably some of the best, no, absolutely the best in the industry for absolutely free. You can discuss, 10 to 15 minute phone call over a weekend or a Zoom call, meeting someone, knowing that you're talking to a live person and getting your questions answered, and possibly getting a review put in place to look at your numbers. And if you even qualify, they can offer advice to help you qualify. There's suitability that people need to go through when they transfer these, Jarvis. Is that right?
Absolutely, Rodney. Suitability is a key part of the process. When you connect with a licensed professional, they'll take the time to understand your unique financial situation and goals to make sure that any strategy is a perfect fit for you. It's all about making sure that you're comfortable and confident in the choices you're making. And like you said, those conversations are absolutely free and come with no obligation. So it's a great way for anyone to get the information they need.
And there's no obligation on either side. They can't guarantee that they can get these contracts for you, but if you don't ask soon, this golden opportunity window is going to be closing. We know this. Our economy needs a boost in the real estate sector, of course. And we've talked on ways that you can use like CRTs to even eliminate capital gains and depreciation recapture. That'll be next week's discussion, definitely. But those are things you want to start getting if you're holding a lot of real estate and that you wanted to sell for retirement. There is a way that you can eliminate 30 to 40% of the taxes, but that's another topic on another day. Jarvis, thank you. If you wouldn't mind, for the audience, would you mind summarizing and adding key points and end it with how easy it is to get in touch with us today?
Of course, Rodney. So to recap today's discussion, we've explored the incredible opportunity that current high interest rates are creating for index strategies and personal pension plans. We talked about how these strategies help eliminate major financial risks like longevity and market risk, and how they can provide guaranteed lifetime income. We also highlighted that this window of opportunity may not last forever, so now is the time to explore your options. And of course, if anyone wants to learn more or get personalized guidance, it's as easy as sending a direct message. No obligation, just a friendly chat to see how we can help. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in, and we look forward to connecting with you soon.
Thank you, Jarvis. It is 12:53 p.m. on Friday. I've got a 1:15 appointment. Jarvis, I'm excited because I'm actually taking one of my older FIAs and having it reviewed by one of the companies that's offering up to 45% deposit cash bonus. I mean, I could end up with I don't know. I'd be happy with 25, but I'm pretty excited that I can get like roll this in for the next, I don't know, however long to go, another 10 years. If it can get me even more, I'm just excited about it. You know, these opportunities come and go, and I know I'm trying to get our plans personally locked in to some of these bonuses. Of course, I had to take a 1:15 call today because they're pretty booked, and I'm only talking with the people we network and know and trust. What advice would you have for me and maybe others that are thinking along the same ways?
Well, first of all, it's awesome that you're taking that step and making the most of this opportunity. My advice would be to go into that meeting with a clear idea of your goals and any questions you might have. Make sure you fully understand the terms and how the bonuses work, and just confirm that everything aligns with your retirement timeline and your financial goals. And of course, just enjoy the process and the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're setting yourself up for a secure future.
Yeah, I'm excited. They said we could get it wrapped up within like even as quickly as 20 or 30 minutes. And I thought that was amazing. Well, Jarvis, thank you so much. And viewers, thank you for tuning in. Now, if you've liked anything on this, go ahead, please like, subscribe, and share. I don't know if you can do that here, but this is Facebook Live, and it will remain here. Jarvis, if you want to wrap up today's show and take it home.
Absolutely, Rodney. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us today. It's been a pleasure sharing all these insights and opportunities with you. If you found value in what we talked about, don't hesitate to like, share, and stay connected with us. We look forward to bringing you even more valuable content next time. Until then, take care and have a fantastic weekend.
All right. Safe weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, everyone. Have an amazing weekend, and we can't wait to see you next time. Take care.